Today, we're going to unbox and take a first look at the Sony RX100 Mach 7 compact camera. Let's go! What's up everybody, Phil with Photo Gear Fun. So excited to get this camera. I pre-ordered it and just got it today. So this is the Sony RX100 and I pre-ordered it. So this is a full production unit. We're going to go ahead and unbox it and take a first look, take some pictures and videos and see what this camera can do. Probably a pretty unspectacular unboxing. Sony doesn't really give you a whole lot usually. Some literature. Got power brick. USB, micro USB, not USB-C. Got a wrist strap. In the black bag is the camera. We get the RX100-7. We'll look at that in a second. And got some connectors for the wrist strap. And I'm assuming the battery. So this is the same battery that all the Sony RX models use, the MP BX1 battery. Small battery, and that's pretty much it. The unboxing. So I want to just kind of walk you around the camera here. This is very similar to the RX100 Mach 6. I had the Mach 5, I really loved it. It had a 24 to 70 equivalent lens roughly. This one is a 74 to 200 millimeter equivalent, just like the 6. The big feature on this one is the microphone jack. You can see here we've got a port for the microphone jack. 3.5 millimeter. You've got your charging port, and also it's like a micro HDMI. Around the top, got mode dial, your telephoto and wide zoom, shutter button, power button. This is a pop-up flash and also pop-up viewfinder. So like the 6, this also has a viewfinder. On the back, you've got your typical, this looks a lot like the other versions, your movie button, function button, menu button. Got a jog dial here. And you can customize some of these buttons, a play button, trash button. On the bottom, 1/4-20 tripod mount, and battery and SD card door. And then on this side is for the viewfinder. So I took this out, or I'm going to take this out and take some pictures, take some video, and then we'll come back after you watch the picture, or after you see the pictures and watch the video, we'll come back and talk a little bit about my first impressions. Okay, this is a vlog test. I've got active steady shot on. I've got the Ceremonic mic. I'll put a link down to the Ceremonic mic. It's a little tiny mic that has basically a right angle, and you can turn it to face forward or backwards. Now it's facing forward. This is not on a gimbal, just on my Manfrotto Pixie tripod. Again, the sound you're hearing right now is from the Ceremonic mic. A little tiny $25 mic. It's worked so well for me. Use it on my A6400, so see how it does on this one. It seems like it's good. The volume level I've adjusted. The volume level is at 10, so the preamps are pretty hot on this. What I'm going to do now is finish this walk, and I'll give you some sound with the internal microphone so you get an idea on what the internal microphones sound like. So next up is the internal microphones. Okay, this is the same basic settings. We're at 4K 24p, 1/50th of a second on the shutter speed f5.6. This is the internal microphones. I turned the volume up to 25, so it should be similar volume. You probably hear more of the background noise like that fountain. Do a quick autofocus test here. I do kind of like that autofocus. Seems like it's slow, but I would call it maybe cinematic. It's like almost like a focus pull, and you can probably change that speed. I haven't changed anything other than the frames per second, and pretty much left the camera alone. Changed the, as I said, the sound setting. So this is it, 24p active steady shot on, internal microphones, and that's gonna wrap it up for this first look, quick vlog test of the Sony RX100 Mach 7. So here is an idea of the zoom factor here. We're at 24, which is the wide end. See if I can slowly zoom in to 200. So it's a 24 to 200 equivalent lens. And now we're at 200. The exposure's a little bit off, sorry about that. But here you go, so now we're at 200. Slowly going back to 24. That gives you an idea in video how this looks. And now we're at 24. So those were the pictures in the video. So far, so good. I'm definitely going to use it more for pictures. I didn't get to take a lot of pictures, but I just wanted to show you a couple of those pictures so you can get an idea on how it works. It is, the shooting mode's very fast, 20 frames per second. You can get some very quick shots. There's different burst modes. One thing that I will say is, I don't have a battery in there now, but when you flip up the screen and you're in selfie mode, you can't see your exposure information. That's kind of well, it's not great. It's not ideal. As long as you can set it, check it, and then hopefully you won't change anything other than your aperture, so you can change the aperture with this. It should be fine, but so far I'm really impressed. You saw and heard the audio and video quality, and with that Ceremonic mic, it actually makes a nice little pairing. Get out there and have your photo gear fun. There'll be links below to this camera if you want to purchase the camera. It is an affiliate link, and if you do buy it, I get a small percentage of that sale at no cost to you, and it does help support the channel. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I will chat at you again in the next one.